And we're live.
What to do? What to do?
What's up?
Yo, hey man, chilling man. What to do? Cornerstoners. My name is Johnny Warbucks, and once again, I am here with the uh, infamous Sir Puffalot.
What's up, guys?
Yep, and this is the Rappers Corner. We're going live today to revisit what's tomorrow? Tomorrow Halloween.
Yep.
Yeah, so we wanted to give folks an opportunity to hear some fun, spooky, Halloween inspired or themed records. And I'm pretty well known for being obsessed with making playlists on Spotify, and so I have the TRC hip hop Halloween playlist available over there. The original mix is like a mega mix, and like I said in the last show, it's something like 700 songs, dude. So a lot of it is just like inspired or anything that's just like dark or horrorcore or themed that way. And with this list, we bring it down to a respectable amount. It's only a few hours of playthrough that you can listen to throughout the evening of your Halloween party tonight or tomorrow night, and more selective with the approach of what songs are Halloween, right? And last time we got together, a lot of the songs were either inspired because of the overall vibe of it or the sample used, right? And
Right.
today we're going to go and visit more of that vibe stuff, but also kind of focus a little more on like hip hop proper. So there will be a few songs that might have some familiar Halloween themes to it, but otherwise it's more or less the concept of it, and that's why it's going to be here. All right.
Nice.
So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get started on a little playlist. I'm going to start over here. All right. I'm Puff, I know that you're familiar with Lupe Fiasco,
Yep.
and on Lupe Fiasco's Food and Liquor, he had a song called The Cool. That later on becomes the name of an album as well. But The Cool is a song about a gangster that has been shot and killed, and he becomes a zombie.
Oh,
And so you hear the zombie theme. This is kind of neat, man. So this doesn't have a sample that is Halloween, but it's the theme, the zombie theme. Let's go.
nice.
Yeah,
And we won't listen to the whole joint, but
the cool.
check out,
Turn
imagine the zombie, right?
Yeah.
The street gangster.
He came back in the same suit that he was buried in, similar to the one his grandfather was married in. Yes, he was still fresh to death, blang two earrings, the chain laying on his chest. He still had it cause they couldn't find it, and the bullets from his enemies sat like 2 inches behind it. Smelled the Hennessy from when his niggas got reminded, and poured out liquor in his memory. He didn't mind it, but he couldn't sip it fast enough, so the liquor was just filling the casket up. Floating down by his feet was the letter from his sister. Second grade handwriting simply read, I miss ya. Suit jacket pocket held his baby daughter's picture. Right next to it, one of his men stuck a swisher. He had a notion as he laid there soaking. He saw that the latch was broken. He kicked his casket open and he, this life goes past and you die. It might go fast if you lie. You born, you live, then you die. Oh, 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 oh. If life goes past and you die, don't cry. If you're breaking the rules, making your moves, paying your dues. Chasing the cool. Not at all nervous as he dug to the surface. Tarnished gold chain is what he loosened up the earth with. He used his mouth as a shovel to try and hollow it, and when he couldn't dirt spit, he swallowed it, working like a reverse archaeologist, except his buried treasure was sunshine. So when some shine through a hole that he had drove, it reflected off the gold and almost made some blind. He grabbed onto some grass and climbed, pulled himself up out of his own grave, and looked at the time on the watch that had stopped 6 months after the shots that had got him in the box, ringing Henny out his socks. Figured it was hours because he wasn't older. Used some flowers to brush the dirt up off his shoulders. So with a right hand that was all bones and no reason to stay, he decided to walk home. So he, this life goes past and you die. It might go fast if you lie.
Yeah, that's a great song right there. It's a nice beat. and
Yeah, I like the beat.
catchy hook. Yeah.
The hook is memorable. I like the fact that like the imagery of it, like you can see dude in his casket and like all the different things in the casket, and then he like just comes out of it, and then he starts digging out of the dirt, and he walks down the street, and at the last verse, he's like talking about like that's the street he got shot at, and he didn't know where to go, so he just started walking home, and you know,
nice storytelling.
yeah, Lupe is a monster for that. Like, I mean, one of his first breakout songs was "Kick Push," and it was just a love song. Him and a girl that liked to skateboard, you know. And it's like he tells these crazy stories. He's got this other one, Daydreams, where he's a robot, or the projects is a robot, and like, you know, the crackheads beg about the lower leg, you know. Up and down the feet is the crooked police. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. He tells a whole story like where the whole project is one big walking robot. Yeah, it's crazy. He does some random. Lupe is one of the unsung heroes, man. He was huge for a small pocket of time, and then outside of that, like the people who listen and study him have a lot of jewels to look forward to, and you know, this one's great for the Halloween, that whole zombie theme. I like it a lot. That's my favorite zombie song, hip hop wise, anyway.
Oh, nice. Yeah, man. No, this is really cool. You know, guys who are watching live, you know, Johnny Warbooks over here creates a lot of playlists. He's the playlist master, and there's a lot of good music out there that there's, you know, so much to hear. And you may never know that even exists out there, you know. And a lot of these old gems, you know, if you're a young person right now, man, you guys are gonna hear a lot of cool stuff that you haven't probably heard before, you know. And I love this medium because we can share music, you know. That's it's really awesome. So, yeah, man, what do you got next for us, John?
Yo, I would say for the next one, let's go. This is Kalishnikov Red is a big fan. We both discovered the Spooks around the same time. They only got like 2 major joints off of this SIOSOS Volume 1 album. But this one is a vibe. There's no true horror element to it, but that almost haunted house kind of vibe to it. This is dope. Things I've Seen. All right, so we get some of that eerie, spooky vocals. This MC, she be singing through the hook too. It's really dope.
Nice.
Let's get the vibe.
You won't believe the things I've seen, far beyond your wildest dreams. I've seen chaos and order reign supreme. I've seen the beauty of the universe, a peaceful and serene. In seconds turn to violence and scream.
I've seen true genius, too often elude the meaningless appreciation of this mediocre nation. I've heard the mindless repetition of empty words without tradition turn original verbs into submission. I smell blissful ignorance addiction, but I guess I wouldn't be right if I said a blunt was like a baby pipe. There ain't gonna be no revolution tonight. Half my warriors as high as a kite, flossing they lost all they fight. And I've tasted the bitter tragedy of lives wasted, and men who glimpsed the darkness inside but never faced it. And it's a shame that most of y'all are following sheep, wallowing deep within the darkness. You're falling asleep.
You won't believe the things I've seen, far beyond your wildest dreams. I've seen chaos and order reign supreme. I've seen the beauty of the universe, so peaceful and serene. In seconds turn to violence and scream.
I've seen and experienced things that'll push the average to the edge and swan dive the depth. I'm 2 guys, multiplied by 93 guys, evenly balancing evil equally in each eye now. Maybe I'm the most thorough worker on the job to you, or maybe I'm the one who was plotting to rob you. The fear that's beat down, the women on no cash applause makes most of y'all hustle your ass off. From nothing to 2 mil in 5 years, I live to see it vanish in 6 months with no tears, believe it. 28 years before the feds could lay a trace, see they planned to erase me just to replace me.
Hold on, we'll get to it. We'll stop here in a minute.
seen relationships that's so sick. Lifelong friendships.
Here's a little more spooky.
Thug cat banging his chick, but won't kiss, drinking a spit when copping a fix for dope bliss. I got a knife in the back to bust your brain, put the knife in your back. Once in a life, I was trifling like that. Like my man Troy, who lost his days, shooting dice in early ways and ended up in early grave. Because once in a lifetime is rough, twice in a lifetime you combat the ghost of mistrust, mentally cuffed. Trust by a cop thinking he tough, you bust. I'ma do the hours us.
Nice.
I'm on my knees begging God, please save me from the fires of hell. Let water soul Who's that knocking at my door? Is that you, Pete, from Cobb's Creek, who died in his sleep? We was playing for fun. That was Keith. Like my man Mark.
That was Keith's.
Yeah. Left in the garbage. Damn, now that's cold-hearted.
Yeah.
He saw it.
Like I ain't seen shit. Kids in the six, they flip for nonsense. Poking ice.
Yeah. So like they on a vibe, yo. Like I was waiting for that verse. I couldn't remember if it was the second or the third one, but like, yeah, where they're like talking about like the brains of hell and it's like all like spooky, you know. It's like haunted housey. Yeah. But they're talking some real stuff, man, and you know it's that alternative hip hop sound, right? You the live instrumentation. The singing,
the acapella, like I mean, yeah, the singing, her voice. That was nice.
Yeah, she goes, man. She's got pipes, and there's another joint called Karma Hotel, and it's a very similar vibe. So they fit into the mold of what I would consider that kind of Halloween-y thing. They're not talking horrorcore. They're not utilizing horror movie samples, but that eeriness, that melancholy, that darkness, that feeling them chills when you listen to it, that kind of thing, I feel like really comes through with the Spooks things I've seen.
What was do you know who the original producer was on this song?
Off top, I don't know. I want to, because they're their own crew, you know, like, and they were like this kind of like they were one hit wonders, and they kind of came in and they came out, you know.
Wow.
And it was Booker T, Hypno, Ming Sia, and Joe Davis. But as far as like who produced it, I don't know. I'm gonna take a quick look and see if I can get an answer for you right quick. I mean, dude, this was like their big hit, man. It was produced by a guy named Rick Da Rouge. Does his name ring a bell to you? Do you know who that is?
That sounds familiar, yeah.
Rick Da Rouge, man. I mean, shout out to Rick Da Rouge. The beat is vicious, you know.
Yeah, that is a really good beat, man. Especially with her singing, it's really cool.
Yeah. Got a couple of singles out there. This guy, I mean, I don't know. I'm not super familiar with him, but he definitely makes some chilling beats, you know.
Yeah, cool, man. That's a good one.
Yeah, I like things I've seen. Another one to give up to our man Kalishnikov Red. It was funny because I had heard this song a long time ago and I loved it. And like years after this album released, Red like texts me and goes, "Have you ever heard this? This is crazy." And I'm like, "Yo, no, straight up. I'm already on it, dude. I already know all about it." As the Rappers Corner, everybody knows that we're kind of big old fans of the Wu-Tang Clan. Every year we do a Happy Wu Year for Remember the Record. We're on our Rappers Corner shows, like Let's Talk About It. We did that Remember the show with the Wu-Tang Clan saga, and we just hit a mark of followers that are going to get us into season 2, which we're going to release here soon. We also try to represent Wu whenever we can, and so this record that we're getting ready to drop comes from the genius GZA off of his album Pro Tools, and the song we're getting ready to listen to is called Cinema. Again, not horror directly, but it's that vibe, particularly on this like hook and some of the thematics and the way he's describing stuff. So this is GZA with Justice Kareem doing Cinema off of Pro Tools.
Nice.
Now, how's this for a vibe, dude? Like, wait till you hear this hook too. Like, the hook is crazy.
special guest in. Place much darker than the room I rest in. Creepy spot where the dust covers the floor. And some fishing rods is hanging on the door. Painting on the wall of stick figures. It's rumored to walk out the frame and get bigger. Where the imagination runs wild, like who's creeping. Neighbors are acres away and probably sleeping. Wind that's blowing makes the sounds of ghosts. The breeze in the room makes it feel very close. Remind me of this late night thriller I watched the other night, but they never caught the killer. Bats that's flying in every direction. Stay low and roll with protection. Visitors that often stay for the summer, they heartbeat like the roll of a drummer. The moon was full, the sky was black, the bathroom mirror cracked. Wolves roamed in packs, in the dining room, a chair rocked back and forth. Pulled the table until the silverware fell off. Cups and glass plates hit the floor and shattered. 3 brown lights heard the noise and scattered. Front door was open, welcome mat.
Yeah, this whole record's dope though.
Yo.
In the backyard.
Yeah. I love cinema, dog. Like, and this whole like that like cold-blooded whispering, like I can feel those chills. Like I don't know. It's a creepy song, yo.
Yeah. It's pretty grimy.
And he's in it, and the beat itself is grimy, right? Like it's straight up like classic Wu-Tang. This is an Arabian Night produced banger. Arabian Night is an affiliate that does a lot of records with the Wu and their affiliates.
Yeah, so, I'm still bobbing afterwards.
Yeah, right. You still got that beat in your head, right? Pro Tools is one of the most slept on albums by GZA, man. I mean, he does all of these like imagery records where he's like doing thematic stuff. Like he takes he's got a song on there called like Alphabets, and like letters are a key focal point in what he's rhyming about. He's got bangers with the crew like Pencil, that's got like RZA and Master Killa on it. Rock Marciano shows up on that album. What was that record called? It was like Short Race. And like, yeah, that was my first time hearing that cat, and that dude's got a delivery and can spit, man. He's a underappreciated gem.
Yeah. As an MC, and producer, this record was a big influence on me when it came out. When I got my hands on it, I was like, oh man, you make me want to go to the studio right now, homie.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, he's telling a movie.
Yeah.
He's like telling a movie like script. It's cinematic. Like, I mean, the name says it all. It's like watching a movie, like a thriller or a horror movie. And he's just talking street shit the whole way through it. It's super dope, man. I like cinema a lot, and shout out to GZA and Pro Tools.
Yeah,
that whole album's dope.
Yeah, and that was made a while back. So you guys, if you haven't heard that, this is definitely you got to check out Johnny Warbucks playlist, guys. We're gonna have the links in the description below for you. So.
Amen, man, absolutely. And yo, I mean, I'm a fanatic for making these playlists. Any of our fans and followers, if they ever like want a conceptualized playlist, like, hey man, I need a playlist, hip hop playlist about love or hey, like anything, you can get as specific as you want. If I can figure it out, I'll dig into crates and I'll make you something really cool. And give a shout out on the playlist name and share it on the website on our pages. And tag you in it and hook everybody up with it. You know what I mean? So yeah, shout out to Spotify and Johnny Warbucks playlist, man. I love all that stuff, yo. I love it.
Yeah, man.
Let's see. I want to try to keep some of these in my homie Red's head. Like I got him in my thoughts. You know what I mean? Okay. So keeping it in Wu for a second, all right? And affiliates, one of like the pioneers of horrorcore. RZA had a side project. He thought it would be wild, and record labels were kind of like iffy about it, but then they let him put it out, and he created the Grave Diggers. And Grave Diggers has some serious bangers. Now, of course, when we go into listening to this record, know that we are not promoting the actual act of suicide. We are not taking the act of suicide lightly here, but it is all shock, awe, entertainment, horrorcore. So just like we wouldn't condone a slasher movie,
A horror movie.
yeah, we wouldn't condone running around chopping people up, and you know, we're not promoting that you go off yourself in one of the suggestions here. But this is 1-800-SUICIDE. If you are actually feeling thoughts of suicide, 988. Just give it a text or a call and get your help. But right now, we're gonna go dark here.
All right.
this record, dog.
Man, he's got like the knife by his eye. That's not a safe.
Oh, I know. Yeah. That's not Christian. It's a suicide.
Oh man, this one's a little soft. Can you turn it up?
Yeah, I can raise it up. Hold on. Here we go.
So you wanna die?
Nice.
Commit suicide. Dial 1-800-cyanide.
Thanks.
Ugh.
Far as life, yo, it ain't worth it. Put a rope around your neck and jerk it.
Ugh.
The trick didn't work. Your life was fucked up from the first day of birth. After watching Jackie Gleason walk into a precinct, gun down a captain for no fucking reason. Making some LSD
Man,
or a drink.
these rhymes are hilarious. I love them.
Yeah,
Crashed
crazy.
the car like Desert Storm. Got bombs for the war. Confront an alligator, let it eat your raw. Back to the function, riding the caboose to hell. Dizzy touch the third rail. You fucked up, chicken. Now you just got fried. Cause it's a suicide.
Bars.
And then we got that KRS-One sample there. It's a suicide. Dog.
Come and tell the grim reaper all of your grief. You ask for revenge and you only got a cheat. Your pop's got ends, but yo, he's mad cheap. Maybe you're a bastard child, you think.
I love this style, dude.
And your dog gets it. Maybe you're Sicilian with a 10, but you hate lasagna and the pizza man. Now you stand on the grave digger lot. You're singing the blues about the rough life you got. Not, you don't wanna live no more. I guess you're really ready for the graveyard tour. When you get home, just seal up your windows and your doors. Turn the oven on high for about 4 hours. You kiss your ass goodbye, you gas yourself, cause it's
a suicide. Too poetic, dog. The
Yeah, man.
Reaper, yo.
Man, this. How old is this, man? I think I remember this. Like,
This is an older one, dog. It came out in what was it? 94? 94, dog. Yeah.
shoot, man,
This is also like peak RZA, like style wise.
Yep.
I don't know if he's getting ready to come
I'll
in,
say it again.
but like
Life
he was just on his grimiest style.
You don't stop to look
And
around every once in a
for me,
while.
this was my favorite RZA era. Yeah, here we go.
Playing brave guard. Had to fucking over to try to enter my graveyard. I'm the resurrector. Be my sacrifice. Commit suicide and I bring you back to life.
Yeah, he sounded nice on this.
Yeah, he's just gritty.
Second one said, that's good, but I could top it. Put an axe up to his head and then he chopped it. Bloodshot out in every direction. The rest didn't know what to do. I made suggestions. Put a slug in your mug, overdose on a drug. Wet your hands, stick a knife in the plug. Or feel like with your balls on fire. Better yet, go hang yourself with a barbed wire. Felt deep into the spell and ran to the zoo, locked themselves in the lion's den.
All right. Hey, RZA, no disrespect. We got to stop you. We got a lot of music to go through. We want to make sure that we enjoy about an hour of this stuff. 1-800-SUICIDE, Gravediggers. That's from 6 Feet Deep, 1994. One of the artists in the crew is Prince Paul, and Prince Paul is the one who did the record for this one, man.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's interesting.
Yeah, he was for the Gravediggers. He was the Undertaker. You know, everybody had a different name. Like Fruit Quan was the Gatekeeper. Too Poetic was the Grim Reaper. RZA was the Resurrector.
I just assumed I just assumed that he just made the beats.
Who, RZA or Paul, or Prince Paul?
RZA, yeah.
No, RZA rap and do beats. He's, I mean, a lot of people have. I had a conversation with Knowledge Born about this not too long ago, and he was saying, like, what would it be like if this certain rapper in Wu-Tang didn't rap on any of the records, just produced or whatever, right? And I think specifically he was talking about RZA, I think. But I was just like, yo, even the smallest, like a lot of people always kind of sadly put You God at the bottom of their top 9 Wu-Tang members. But like, if you don't have Raw, I'm gonna give it to you with no trivia, with like cocaine straight from Bolivia. If you don't have that, you don't have the record. You need that piece. And so the Abbott running through your county like the Maverick, you need RZA in that to make it right, so like super dope lyricist, underappreciated. A lot of people, either it's his voice or the way that he flows
or
like,
pronunciates
the way he pronunciates things, right? Like, so a lot of heads,
but I like him. He's awesome. Yeah,
dude. RZA is one of my favorite artists of all time. And Woo and anything, and just hip hop in general, and music in general. RZA's that guy.
Yeah, he's a great producer and
great producer, top 5 producer for me.
Yeah, great. That's why I just assumed. I didn't think Paul Wall did anything with the production.
No, Prince Paul, dog. Prince Paul. So Prince Paul did a Prince Among Thieves, which was a compilation album, and it was a concept album where it told a story from beginning to ending, and each record tied into a bigger story. And for me, storytelling album that's like their goal.
Yeah,
that's Prince Paul killed it. That was the best. That was the best one. Easy. Right. Shout out to Prince Among Thieves and Prince Paul. But so that was Gravediggers 1-800 Suicide. Yeah, I get a little dark. So let's see. Do we keep on appeasing to Mr. Kalishnikov, right? Or we start diving into some of our other stuff, man. I know.
Can I pick a song?
Yeah. I got it right here. I'm gonna scroll through. You want me to start up top or what?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go down here and you just start picking something out. Here we go. And I'll let you know if we did it last week or not. Okay.
All right. Thanks for just double checking. Because I was about to pick one. I think it was from last week. See, this is a nice playlist. I was gonna say Damien, but we did that. Right?
Did we do Damien last week?
I don't know.
I don't think we did. We could do Damien. Yo, Damien, I was getting ready to. Honestly, I think that was the one I was gonna play next, yo. So Damien is.
Pretty cool, dude, man, look at this playlist.
it's vicious, right? So Damien, I decided to go with the whole series. So DMX on his first album, his second album, and the Great Depression. Forgive me, I can't remember the order off top, but he has this Damien storyline, right? And so it's Damien the Omen, Damien 3. We have all 3 of them on the playlist. But the iconic one that people remember the most is the first one. And this is that classic tale. Be careful what you wish for. That kind of monkey paw thing, making a deal with the devil. And everything seems so good, except for this underlying, you have to do this other thing, right? As I was just watching, talking horror movies with my 9-year-old daughter. I was watching Little Shop of Horrors. Do you remember this oldie? Yeah. It's a musical, but it's the same thing. This plant, this murderous, like blood-eating plant, this people-eating plant, will offer you fame and fortune among your wildest dreams. But the repercussion is that you got to kill people and feed this man this plant, And so it's like, be careful what you wish for. There's this underlying thing behind it. Damien, similar kind of thing. Murder Was the Case. Snoop Dogg, similar thing. I would say that Snoop's Murder Was the Case was the first time I heard something like this, but Damien takes it to this level. And of course, Damien from The Omen. Yeah, here we go. I love this beat, dude.
Def Jam.
Yeah.
Rough Riders. My nigga TP, creep with me. Why is it every move I make turned out to be a bad one? Where's my guardian angel?
Need one, wish I had one.
I'm right here, shorty, and I'ma hold you down.
Yep.
Tryna fuck all these bitches, I'ma show you how.
But who?
Name D like you, but my friends call me Damien. And I'ma put you into something about this Damien. You and me can take it there, and you'll be the hottest nigga ever living.
That's a given.
You'll see.
That's
Is that
what I've been
him?
wanting all my life.
Yeah, so he's playing himself and the devil.
And that's his voice, not someone
Yeah,
else.
yeah. So DMX changes his voice to be this other guy.
Wow.
To be Damien.
This is like pre-Eminem stuff too.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. 98.
Yeah, just like Chucky.
Eminem was coming up next.
Yeah.
The rat, the cat, the dog.
How you gonna see him if you living in the farm? The snake, the rat, the cat, the dog. How you gonna see him if you living in the farm? The snake, the rat, the cat, the dog. How you gonna see him if you living in the farm? The snake, the rat, the cat, the dog. How you gonna see him if you living in the farm?
Hey, yo, D,
What up, D?
you just smooth nigga. I seen you, but nobody knew who pulled the trigger.
Yeah, you know, it's always overdose.
You sure? I could've swore it was over a hoe.
Nah, that ain't my style.
Nigga, you stay frontin', but you still my man. I ain't gonna say nothing. Got some weed, go ahead, smoke it.
What?
Go ahead, drink it.
Word?
Go ahead and fuck shorty. You know I can keep a secret.
Aight.
I'm about to have you driving, probably a Benz, but we gotta stay friends.
Blood out, blood in.
Sounds good to me. Fuck it. What I got to lose? Nothing I can think of. Any nigga would choose. Got me pushing the whip, taking trips across
Across
seas.
seas.
Pocket state lakes. Nigga, I
Across
flow deep.
seas.
With that nigga, I will bleed. Give with my right hand.
Yep.
Now that I think about it,
Yo, that's my man.
The snake, the rat, the cat, the dog. How you gonna
And so then
see
the
him
story,
living in the farm?
and now we're gonna get to like, oh, so this is what's really going on. Like everything seems so hunky dory right now.
How you gonna see
Now it's gonna get vicious.
But now Damien's gonna ask for some favors.
Yeah.
You like how everything is going? You like what I gave you?
Yeah.
You know if you was going down, I'd be the one to save you.
True.
But yo, I need a favor. These cats across town hate me. Plus their behavior hasn't been too good lately.
What? Anything for you, dog. Where them niggas at?
38 from Broadway.
Alright, let me get the gat. Run up on them strapped. Bust off caps and 4 niggas. Laid low for about a month and killed 2 more niggas. Now I'm ready to chill, but you still want me to kill.
Look at what I did for you, dog. Come on, keep it real.
Alright, fuck it. I'ma do it. Who is it this time?
Hey, yo, remember that kid Sean used to be with in 89?
Nah, that's my man.
I thought I was your man.
But yo, that's my nigga.
Hey, who's your biggest fan? You could do it. Or give me your right hand. That's what you said.
I see now, ain't nothing but trouble ahead. The snake, the rat,
Yeah.
the cat, the dog.
Yeah,
You gonna
vicious.
see him?
Now you get it. Now you get it.
The snake, the rat, the cat, the dog. How you gonna see him?
So as the story progresses, like when we get into the Omen, which has this Marilyn Manson doing that same hook, but like now he's doing it like Marilyn Manson style. It's a slower, like darker sounding record. It's got an intro where this woman is with her baby and death is coming for the baby, and DMX is like, what's this? Like he's dead. It's super good. It's almost like, I love it. And now he's like irritated about what's happening because Damien keeps asking him to kill people. And so like he keeps having to kill to maintain his status as a wealthy, fame, wanting for nothing dude. So the price becomes overbearing. And at the ending of that record, DMX is like, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Now I know with you, the devil won't win. and then in Damien 3, it's him like arguing about like, I'm over this, I'm letting you go, like I'm done. And it's a great series. So I didn't want to just put the one track on the playlist because the storyline there, like there's other series on this where I only did like one of the songs. Immediate one that I can see on the screen is Tech Nine's Psycho Bitch. Like it's basically like a reimagining each time, whereas Damien is a literal tale being told track by track. So all 3 of them are on the playlist, and for good reason. Now, this hook, the snake, the rat, the cat, the dog. How you gonna see him if you're living in the fog? Do you understand what that's breaking down as?
Yeah.
Like a snake is the predator to the rat. The rat is a predator, is the victim of the cat, and the dog chases the cat, right? So it's like the enemy. How can you see them if you're living in the fog? If you're blinded and you got no light, how can you truly see the devil? And I I just love how DMX broke this down, man. It's a vicious record, and
and it's tough because it goes back to like the beginning of the song too, where he just makes it clear that he needs a guardian angel. Like he's like hoping in God being like clear the fog in a way, but where is that happening? Like for him, he's feeling down in the dark and depths of hell. It's
he's looking for God, and instead was introduced to the devil.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Where's my guardian angel?" Need one, which I had one, but you know how they always say you got the angel on your shoulder and the devil on your shoulder.
Yeah.
So this is the wrong shoulder that
the wrong
is
shoulder.
talking. You know, he's talking to the wrong cat. And
like the cartoons, like with the little white guy.
Oh yeah,
the devil.
What, like Looney Tunes, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just the devil popped up.
Only the devil talking to him on this one. But so DMX has that duality, and also has a series where he talks to God. The first one's called The Convo, and then there's Ready to Meet Him. I can't remember the third one, if it's called God Part 3 or what. But like, yeah, he has that the opposite of this, where he's having a conversation with God, and it's him, begging for guidance, and God giving him the wisdom and knowledge and forgiveness and kindness and love and passion, whatever. So it's the exact same thing, but it's in reverse. So of course, when I do my holiday mix, I got all three of those on that one. So.
Yeah. You got a couple more mixes. What you got? What you're gonna have one for Thanksgiving?
Well, I mean, let's not call it Thanksgiving.
Is there a hip hop Thanksgiving?
I mean, I could do that and just like do records about family or gathering to have parties and events and make make something in that nature. But what I plan on doing, because November is Indigenous, Native American Heritage Month and all that, and so we, not tokenization here. This was all a request of Kalishnikov Red, who's indigenous himself. On our next podcast, we kind of dive into a little bit of that when we do the next Remember the Record. For those who are checking in, here's a sneak peek of what's to come next month. But outside of that, I won't go any further about it. But we're going to create a playlist that is, indigenous and Amerindian and Indian Native American rappers. And I think that's going to be kind of a cool thing.
That's a cool concept.
Yeah, highlight and spotlight some of the unsung heroes in the silent voices of our nation. That not even of our nation. I mean, it goes from Canada down to Argentina. It's the entire North American continent. But we're gonna showcase that. I think that's important, and it's definitely important to Red. So in his honor, we'll do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think that's fun.
Hey, let's see what else you got on this playlist, man.
Yeah, let's scroll back down here. So we were at the Damien Records, Eminem, D12 American Psycho, like I said, Psycho Bitch. 666 Clubhouse is great. That's Prophet Posse 36 Mafia. It's just Lord Infamous on that record. X is Coming is that whole like Freddy Krueger 1, 2, X is coming for
you. Yeah.
Yeah. Dream Shatterer is more of a battle oriented record, but Big Pun with the striking violins gives it that violence. Chino XL with Ghetto Vampire, it's kind of describing himself as a vampire, similar to what Lupe did with the zombie joint.
Right.
Shots of the Double Glock, Bone Thugs and Harmony. That's definitely more of the sound, the way the piano and everything hits. It's very dark. Dead Wrong gets a shout out. Notorious is doing some really screwed up stuff on that record, and Eminem's talking about like devil worshiping and all this crazy stuff. Anyone Out There is a song by 3-6, also only Lord Infamous.
I was gonna say, man, I want to hear a 3-6 song if you get a chance. But also, you pick one. I kind of want to it's good. I like going through the list so people can see what's on this list.
Well, let's see what else. Yeah, we'll go down and then we'll pop back up, right? So we got Tech Nine, The Beast. That's another one. Mystic Styles is just that sound. Mo Murders that sound. DMX with the organs and everything for Stop Being Greedy. Insane by Eminem is just like psychopathic lyrics. Drama Theme has that whole like Castlevania, just dark kind of sound to it. Stone Raiders with the eerie kind of background vocals. Yeah, Stone Raiders. That record is dark. Spill My Blood uses a sample from, I want to say it's Usual Suspects, but it has that whole dark and dreary thing. Torture Chamber, Underground, Edon, and Percy P. They kill it on that. 2 Diary of a Madman records. You pick which is best. We got Gravediggers and Scarface. The famous movie Amityville. We're talking about Detroit, Eminem and Bizarre, introducing Bizarre from D12. Cuckoo is just like a crazy, like we're crazy, just a Slaughterhouse doing Insane Asylum music. Necro, another MC that his whole thing is dark, you know.
Yeah.
And Morbid is him just praising about being morbid, you know. Demons, I want to say Tech Nine has 3-6 Mafia on that record, and that one's kind of wild. Scream,
Look at you with Master P up on here.
Yo, can you believe I got Master P up on here? But like, yo, Scream is literally like, I think they made it for the Scream movie soundtrack.
Oh, really?
Yo, because it's got that, and then I follow that up with like, yo, what's your favorite scary movie by 3-6 Mafia? Be a Witness has that sort of like Halloween dark kind of sound to it. Killer Clan Kazi, I love it. X is Coming For You is just a dark record he does. Once again with that countdown, 1, 2, X is coming for you. That shit goes dope. Flesh and Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony. This album, Thugs, Trues, Humbly United Gathering Souls, has a ton of just dark ass sounding records. And Crazy by the Flesh samples a excerpt from the movie The Fly with Jeff Goldblum.
Oh yeah, that's a great movie.
And he has this one line where he's like, you know, sometimes you just get made crazy by the flesh. And he samples it and darkens it. It is dope. Nice. Ghost in the Machine is a popular horror film. We got that from B.O.B. Bob Momurda. That record is just a dark record with, you know, Buffalo Bill. Once again, that's Silence of the Lambs.
I know, right? Ugh.
Yeah, I Ain't Your Friend has that entire, like, I don't know, Friday the 13th kind of dun. It's just dark. Wu-Tang Killer Bees, The Sting. This is Blunts, Martinis, Girls, and Guns. That's by War Cloud. And that dude is abstract as hell, but he's like talking about having like dinner with monsters. And you know, it's just, dude, it's great. Alucard by Tech Nine. If you spell Alucard backwards, you got Dracula.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And Alucard is actually considered the son of Dracula in the Castlevania series.
I do remember a horror flick that was like an old in the in the 70s or 60s. They had a horror flick where the guys in this area where there's a castle where the woman was and Dracula were living there, and they're like vampires, and you know they disappear, but there's a church right by them, like across the street.
Yo,
and back in the day, they used to like suck on the choir boys and choir girls, but like but like they were like worshipped their god, like they're being like celibate too, and all this. It was that Alucard or like Alucard.
Alucard, Alucard.
Yeah, and then they realized later, like, oh my god, that's Dracula backwards, and then they all became like vampires with a rose. It's funny.
Dude, that's crazy. I love it. Yeah, no, I like my vampire flicks. I get in there. Smuggling Booze in the Graveyard is just a sound. War Cloud once again on that abstract stuff. Red Rum. Isham is a Detroit rapper. He is one of the pioneers to what's called acid rap, and that's where you kind of infuse rap and rock with horror and ultra violent themes. So from Isham, you get Eminem. From Isham, you get ICP and cats like that, right? Nice. So a lot of this old school horrorcore stuff was intensified by Isham, and Red Rum goes in like that. Yeah. Mystic Spirits, again, Flesh and Bone doing this dark beat. There's like this dark laughter in there. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, that Red Rum from the Exorcist.
Oh yeah. No, Red Rum was from The Shining.
Shining? I thought it was The Exorcist.
Yeah, Red Rum, Mr. Torrance. Yeah. Bad Man Bible. I mean, I think Chino XL kind of speaks on that. Not necessarily horrorcore, but it's just dark. You know how we were learning how to commit suicide by Gravediggers? Necro's going to teach you how to get rid of a dead body if you ever need a dead body disposed. That record is ridiculous. Stomp has that like that
Michael Myers
little Michael Myers sound to it. Yeah. The Wolf by Jedi Mind Tricks, which has nonfiction on it, is sample from this video game from the Xbox era called Max Payne, and there's this really creepy scene in Max Payne where he's having a nightmare of his baby being murdered by a psychopath, and in the dream he's just like, you have to like not fall off these thin passages of blood that eventually lead you to the bed, the baby's bedroom, and you can just hear the crying of the baby. And if you fall, there's this crazy like like scream, and it's just such a disturbing piece of video game art. And they utilize samples from that whole section of the video game to make the wolf, and that one's super cool. Friday the 13th, Suicide Boys, that's self-explanatory. Am I a Psycho? Tech
Am I a
Nine,
psycho?
self-explanatory.
Wait, that
So B.O.B. Kind of at the time not discovered B.O.B. is on Am I a Psycho, and Hobson, who a lot of people would can say as a direct kind of manifestation from Eminem comes Hobson. He's on Am I a Psycho as well. Agent Orange, which is a Clockwork Orange, and that sample is used for Cage's record about kind of just insanity driven music.
just a
Yo,
side note on the Agent Orange. Like, there's actually a group called Agent Orange, and they do
oh yeah,
they do horror flicks as a rock, like a rock band. They do, yeah.
oh, I'm not surprised to hear that one bit, yo.
Yeah, that's cool. That's just cool. I just wanted to put that out there for you guys.
Yeah, no, shout out to Agent Orange. And honestly, as a hip hop record by Cage, this is someone that people will debate. Eminem might have bit his style from Cage, or maybe Cage did. That was an ongoing beef when Eminem was first surfacing, and you could definitely hear some of that comparison in Agent Orange for sure. Not style wise, but like content wise. But anyway, the silence isn't over. Once again, another flesh and bone dark joint. Charlie Manson, come on, Esham. Hallucination by Smith and Wesson. Let's go. Hell Song, horror movie rap by Gangsta Nip. All of these records. Red Rum by Nine, which we got to see Nine live in DC just a few months ago. Had a chance to chop it up with Nine, and absolutely adore the cat. Red Rum is one of his classics. Dawn of the Dead by Sadistic, Black Zombie by Nas, Wicked Church, like all of the movie Seven. But that's kind of where the references stop on that record, but that's just a dope record. Use Your Confusion has that sort of dark, twisted kind of thought to it. Became by Atmosphere is this song telling a story about, it's a metaphor, but and for you to kind of decipher what he's really talking about. But he's out camping like with one of his boys, like they went out and like just were out in the woods chilling or whatever, and he wakes up and he can't find his friend, and he sees his feet tracks in the snow, and he's going into the woods, and he follows him into the woods, and then he sees other footprints that look like footprints of a wolf, and the wolf prints are following him, and you see the footsteps stretch further, so now he knows like the dude is running. He goes to grab his knife. He thinks that his boy is probably in danger, and then later on he finally catches up, and his feet disappear, and now there are two sets of wolf tracks in the snow. So he became a wolf, right? There's no body, no blood, no sign of struggle. He just and metaphorically, there's a lot of debate about what that's about. I think it has to deal with like falling into the trap of addiction. Personally, you're being chased by this wolf that wants you, and then instead of taking you out, you become that addicted person. You become that thing. It's a very interesting story.
Yeah.
Undergods, shout out to Undergods. That's Cannabis and Keith Murray doing this. Show them what crazy is. Got Tech Nine on the record. Super dope. Sure, you guys are familiar with Interview with a Vampire, classic vampire movie.
Yeah.
Here the infamous Razkaz, genius rapper, is having a conversation he's having an interview with God and Satan. And that's a long record. It's a 7-minute record, y'all. Look at that, 7 minutes being.
But it's a long song.
It's not one you bump in your whip. You sit down and you listen to it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a dope record. Dawn of the Dead by the Beatnuts. Shout out to Beatnuts.
Beat Nuts in the house.
We love Beat Nuts. Tupac with Dog Pound. Don't go to sleep. Right, that one's dope. You got Dr. Frankenstein by Ice Cube.
that was funny.
Yo, Dr. Frankenstein. Yo, Tyler the Creator makes one more appearance on my playlist with Transylvania. If you remember this movie, Brad Pitt's in it. Meet Joe Black. Basically, the devil comes to Earth in human form and wants to experience human life, and that's what that movie's about. That's why Magic Meet Joe Black shows up here. Silent Hill, famous horror video game. Kendrick Lamar, Kodak Black, and then we end it with Murder Rhyme Kill, a new record that we heard on Chino XL's God's Carpenter. So I wanted to have that out. It's produced by Stu Banger. It's got Benny Paz on it. It's just like, classic kind of, murder, rhyme, kill kind of raps. 100 records right there. So there it is, y'all.
Johnny
that's about
Warbucks.
that's your 7-hour playthrough, yo.
Yeah, you got a whole party right there.
So let's see here. You said you wanted to hear some 3-6. I'm gonna give you some 3-6 then, because like this one right here in particular, I think gives you like that classic 3-6 sound. It's dark. It's not like referencing anything directly as far as horror movies or anything, but body parts. Yeah, dude, this is one of my favorite records.
Yeah, for the 9-7, we back up in this motherfucker at your ass. Profit Posse, NOG in this motherfucker, Crunchy Black, DJ Power, who else in this whole.
You get bitch later, gangsta boy, this motherfucker 2,000 strong, bitch.
Gangsta be up in this motherfucker, representing the Flow Street, baby, SPB Daily.
M-Town, this motherfucker Orange Mound bound, bitch. Yeah, MC Magnus, bitch, still playing Cosby bound on you clowns. Still playing.
K-Rock in this motherfucker, College and Macklemore Barrel.
You can really hear some of my influences here for sure. As a rapper.
This one's a little too loud. Can you turn it down just a bit?
Turn it out, turn it out.
Turn it down. Yeah. There you go. That's good.
See if you can hear some influence from Endo G on your boy here. And then Crunchy Black here.
There's no prize in my life. There's no game that I will play. Some people say that if you play a game, then man, you get a play. Back on you, I thought you knew.
Now, of course, Lord Infamous and Koopstanik from 3-6 are direct influences to me. And they're the next two up, I think. There's Koopsta.
Nice.
Shut the fuck up, bitches. If I must your ass better not scream. Don't make me have to wipe your motherfucking brains off my sheets. I'm gonna burn you. Watch you burn me. Like my bad dream. Get you to the beast in the pit of Hades. Thunder roar, stormy black clouds. I stole the 7.
K-Red's boy here.
Yo, I love him. R.I.P. Lord Infamous and Koopsta. And Gangsta Blue. God, all three of these cats back to back are dead, yo. Watch out!
Cause you got the queen of sins, nigga, I'ma turn it out. Coming to you mean, cause it's in me to fuck you up. Listen here, dude, it's a rise, so
the buckle up.
Smoking on the fucking block, to my mouth about to blow. The fucking
Juicy J
So wanna grab a nigga by his neck, drag him
with
to
his
my
bounce.
fucking set, take the nigga blow and his cheese and them cigarettes. Put my gun up to a no time.
I was
head to toe.
called
Take
one
bitch to Evergreen. Throw
the
him in
next
bio.
Juicy J
My
too
niggas
short.
blue. Project
Yo,
Ray,
dog.
creep through
I'm
the
with
streets
it.
with them things blast on any fool. 666 killers in this motherfucker running shit. If you wanna play it, hit the
MC Black.
Gotta keep my head up. No need for me to stop and get stuck. So up when luck is the rolling, cause Gangsta Black can't keep up.
Gangsta Black, my bad. Yo, shout out to Gangsta Black. And then we'll end it with DJ Paul, the creator of the beat.
Shoot him in the head, man. Knuckle on that cocoa plant. Start about the collar, kill a man, fill a man with slugs. When I'm full of drugs, I'm on you, fool. Drug in the fuck in my face, down in the first round, fool. Down in what you love to do, but you ain't got the right to. Planning on your new CD, now hope, tell me what you prove. I ain't saying shit, dude. Shaking, but your body out of film. Fuck the profit, posse, let you live. We'll kill you next year.
Kill him, beat him, chop him, put him in the trunk. Psycho, hardcore in its finest hour. They relish in the idea of murdering you. Don't fuck with 3-6 Mafia, man. I know, like they're like dump all these body parts into my trunk, and they're like, woohoo! I love it. It's my favorite thing to do. Yo, that's so funny.
That's so funny.
And then like more on the nose, I'll do a like quick piece of this one, but from Body Parts is 666 Clubhouse. This is Lord Infamous. And like here's that. So here comes that instrumental that we all know. That's a Halloween.
You heard me?
You heard? Yep. Memphis shit.
Picking up the murder scripts, a combination for the road in the code of the motherfucking 666. Extension, the infection from the rich and come along for the mark on your arm is the income. On to the next century. Misery. Struggle got a murder that is going down in history. A train from the north, a train from the south to east, and with the upper Latin, all the niggas die. It's a greedy crime. Cause I will pursue you, screw you, put a slug through you, the blue you, brutally ride. I'm the seventh of the sign, I'm the slapper you can find, and my slug made a
Shiny True, Mr. Boogeyman. So, hold on. This transition is amazing. He switches over to the Verve Rolling Stone sample. Very pretty, Bittersweet Symphony. But he's like rapping about like the most horrific, horrorcore, demented stuff. Listen to this.
Oh yeah, I remember this. That's badass.
Oh, I love it. No, it's so funny, yo. Right? Like. We're gonna cut you into itty bitty parts. Either on the side of town where they the graveyards.
Man,
yo,
this is a hit right here.
dude, I absolutely love Lord Infamous. I miss him dearly. His music is a massive inspiration to my style and a lot of my choices of topical, like that dark stuff that Kalishnikov, Red, and I are big fans of. You know, Lord Infamous is like, you know, a major piece of that. This dude is one of my favorite rappers of all time. Yeah. So I know we're getting ready to close in on that hour. How about we let Sir Puffalot wrap this up with a final choice record? We'll give it a little listen and then we'll say good night.
All right. Just because they're my homies, let's do Stone Raiders from Cypress Hill.
Something told me Temples of Boom was going to come through here with Stone Raiders.
Hell yeah. Thanks, man.
I love this. I love the sample. Ugh. And this beat is dark.
Turn that shit up, man.
All right, we'll give it some heat.
Thanks. Nice.
There we go. Yeah, this chant, this. That reminds me of Creep Show like a motherfucker. The Tales from the Crypt. On my load. Wow. One, two, Cypress Crew. This, I just love the eerie catacomb darkness.
Money. I'm on a plane to Jamaica.
I love that bar, dog.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Stone Raider and the Temple of Boom, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, that whole album's creepy. It's like it sounds like it's Halloween, like the whole record.
From beginning to ending, right? Like, I mean, even like that first song, which is just like talking about sparking another owl. Like it's just dark. The album cover's black, skeletons.
Yeah. And you know that new song I'm doing with them, it sounded just like it's out of Stone Raiders, you know what I'm saying? I mean Temple of Boom, my bad, but you know what I'm saying? That's where I did that from, you know. You know the one.
Oh yeah, no, I'm excited to hear the project in its completion, dude. It definitely has that grime, that grit, that dark, and it's like that old school Cypress Hill shit too, right? And so I think that what you did there on that beat is outstanding. It's a smash.
Thanks,
brother.
John. I was saving that for hey guys, just out there live. I was saving that for our boys, you know, but you know, it takes forever for everyone to get anything. First come, first serve.
Man, well, I mean,
I'm just
when Cypress, yeah, but when the Cypress Hill crew approaches and says, "Yeah, we like this. Can we get this?" Like, what the fuck do you do? Like, don't worry about us. We got other beats.
You just say yes.
You got to work on that better. You got to work on that reach, my man. You know, Cypress Hill's gonna reach. You know, it's not to say that Warbucks and Kalishnikov Red and Coco Monks ain't gonna reach, but it's not gonna reach like Cypress Hill's gonna reach. Like, come on.
Yeah, no,
even like Be Real or Send Dog solo, not even as Cypress Hill, is gonna knock that out of the park. You know what I mean? Like, that's just
but
facts.
you know, just from our family, our camp over here, just so you guys know, be looking out. Check out what our homies Cypress Hill's doing, and we got a song coming out with them sometime soon. All right, so
peace to Cypress Hill. Shout out to Cypress Hill. Shout out to Stone Raiders. Temple of Boom.
Temple of Boom.
Yeah. I hope you guys have been enjoying the music that we've been playing today.
Yeah, this is a great playlist, John. I hope you guys do check everything out on this playlist. This is also for me as a longtime music head. It's really awesome what Johnny Warbucks comes up with these playlists because as a musician, as a person who loves music to listen as a listener and someone who loves a wide range of music and artists, this guy can put together a really nice playlist with a lot of stuff that, you know, you may have never heard of before, but it will just like the right moods, the right kind of stuff you were looking for. He's got it, man. Good job. Shout out to Johnny Warbucks.
Shout outs. I like vibes, man. I like themes. And so when I put together these playlists, I like to kind of put something together that has flow to it or like I said, a thematic kind of expression to it or an overall sound or direction. But even if it's just a solo artist, you just want to hear like a DMX playlist. I'll find out which DMX you're into, and I'll put together something that fits your vibe because I dig and I like to go through it all, and I'll happily make a playlist for any of y'all. But in the meanwhile, tomorrow's Halloween, and we wanted to showcase this playlist one last time, and we're hoping that you guys go to Spotify, look up Johnny Warbucks. We'll have a link in the show notes today. But TRC Halloween Hip Hop Mix by Johnny Warbucks on Spotify for the Rapper's Corner. And happy Halloween to everybody. I hope everyone comes home, stay
Be
safe.
Have
You know,
fun.
do all your dirty and scary in your music or your movies or your video games, not on the streets with your peoples.
Yeah, and don't forget to not eat too much sugar before bed.
That's right.
And brush your teeth.
Rot your teeth, that candy, yo. Don't be too much of that candy, bro. Hey, real talk before we bounce. What's the candy? What's the Halloween candy?
Mine?
Yeah, what's the joint? What's the jump off?
Kit Kat.
Kit Kat? Yo, shout out to Kit Kats. I love Kit Kat.
Or Crunch.
You like the crunches? Yeah. Dude, I'm a Reese's guy, so the peanut butter cups.
Oh shit.
But also, man, and I know like this might be debate for people, but I love Smarties, yo. The little just little sugar pellets. They're nothing else.
Man,
you suck on them and let the sugar dissolve in your mouth. You chew on them, whatever, man. I love Smarties. They make your brain, make you smart.
Smartie.
Love Smarties.
Is that what you like take before you go like do a freestyle? And
that's right, man. I have some Smarties, and then like my bars are just like epic level. or I'll eat some Sour Patch Kids, and then I'll just give you like my sour, give you that sour lemon face, and just get in there with my bitterness.
Is that your secret? Is that your little secret?
Yes, my secret to excellent freestyling is candy. It's just candy.
Oh man. What would happen if you ate a Mentos and drank some Coca-Cola?
Yo, man, it would be it would be
explosive.
It would be explosive bars, man, and it would be refreshing and exciting and punchy and make you want to spit your drink out. You know, like, yo, yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Mentos and Coke combo. Yo, happy Halloween, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. Looking forward to next week's live show, yo.
All right. Thanks, guys, for coming. The Rapper's
Appreciate you,
Corner live out. See you, Johnny.
We'll see you next time, man. Let's talk about it. Bye.